jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best. You gotta show me, son, actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back
Shout out to the first in the building. Shaw News, the Sauce Experience, aka Showtime. Shaw. Team Tucker official on deck. You already know the news by Shaw News. What's good with it, brother? Salute to you. I see you on deck. Shout out to Mr. Pads is on deck. Big up WCS. Pac is still living rent free. And Jada Pac is still living rent free in Jada's head, it seems. Pop tapped her, and Faith Evans. Yeah, for sure. NYT on deck, what's good? Salute to everybody that's in the building. I see you. A little different than the usual. This right here, this is the type of relationship, you've seen these characters play roles throughout their celebrity life. You know what I'm saying? You've seen them pick up jobs, and you've seen how in some cases that Will pretty much demonstrated that he can play the soft role and the hard role. You know what I'm saying? We seen Will in both sides, real talk. We've seen Will Smith in both sides. We've seen him in movie roles that he definitely crossed over the other side. And he was showing love and affection to the same sex. And then in the other ones, you have classic Bad Boys, Independence Day, what I'm saying, Man in Black. It was just a whole lot of movie roles that we enjoyed, not to mention the sitcom Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. You know what I'm saying? Very lighthearted freaking sitcom. I ain't gonna lie, I used to watch it. I always used to think dudes from Phillies was much harder than Will, but every now and then, he did spark up a little bit and act like a man when he stood up to his pops. You know what I'm saying? Because his pops wasn't in his life. So that's when he seemed like he was, saying it with his chest. You feel me? But for Jada, there's always something to stand out about Jada, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? Jada. Those eyes will jade you all day long. I ain't gonna lie, Jada was. Let me back the fuck up. God damn it. I don't want nobody tripping, man. It's Thursday too. Jada, in my opinion, was one of those women that could trap you back in the day. I can see how she can be very seductive. So seductive to the point where it comes off as ominous, man. You know what I'm saying? It comes off as insidious. She comes off as a beautiful nightmare, bro. You know what I'm saying? Look at this picture in the middle. Will has his legs closed, and Jada's sitting up there with her legs wide open, with that look, with that pimp look, like that seductress look to it. You know what I'm saying? Like she's in control of shit, almost like she just finished snapping her finger. The left hand that is up, and she got a finger up on the armrest. You know, Will Smith don't have no room on the armrest and shit to establish his space and his freaking perimeters. You know what I'm saying? Because Jada taking over both armrests of her seat and the seat connected to Will. That is telltale signs of the untrained eye, goddammit. I'm just saying. Her legs is on both sides of the seat. Not just barely open. Her right leg is on clearly on the right side of that seat, and the left leg is she's clearly opening it up and saying, I got diamond. I got this trap door that you just don't want to venture into. You know what I'm saying? Fuck Pandora's box. This is Jada's box. There's a lot more secrets than you know in this motherfucker. That's why I'm giving you all access right now. I'm opening it up for the world to see. And she tossed, I guess that was her purse. Her purse is sitting down in front of her on the floor. You know, she could have put it in the seat. She said, no, I'm dropping my shit in front of me. Because you see my purse on the floor, you're going to look right in between where I want you to direct your attention to. Jada's always been that chick. I'm not going to lie. If you remember Set It Off, Jada was the one who pretty much accosted the freaking banker and, you know, had that nigga on a lifeline while her crew went in there and robbed the bank. She was the only one to get away. Everyone else, they was gone. Who made it up out of that motherfucker alive? Jada Pinkett, Stormy. What about Menace to Society? Y'all gotta admit to yourself, Menace to Society, that shit was on point, right? But who was the one trying to get Kane to move down to the A? Jada motherfucking Pinkett. I think Jada told him straight up, I'm gonna be in the motherfucking movie. I'm pretty, and I want to have control over at least one nigga. You let me know who he is, and I'll do the rest from there. Just tell me. You know what I'm saying? And each movie, man, that's shit what it was. Even when she was in the movie with Pac. You know, Jada had a lot of demons that was just festering, man. And the beauty that she possessed when she was younger, that face could pretty much trap any nigga. Real talk. Like back in the day, Jada was sexy than a motherfucker, man. Like she can hit you with those eyes, man, and almost give you the black Asian, you know what I'm saying, look, Asiatic look and everything. That cocoa skin, you know what I'm saying, had that long hair, you know, just draped over her shoulders. She was sexy, a little petite. You know what I'm saying? I'm pretty sure Pac and her had some fun times. But the crazy part about this shit is that when she was married in 1997, something drew her into Will Smith. Something. I don't know. Something. Because Will Smith and Pac ain't the same nigga. Real talk. Pac and Will ain't the same dude. And, you know, I know Jada had relationships with other people that was in the industry. But when you look at this relationship, it's quite odd based off who she was really, you know what I'm saying, in love with. And I can't see Pac acting like Will Smith. I can't see Pac freaking ever being married to Jada Pinkett. You know what I'm saying? I can't see it. The reason why I don't see it, because Pac was so outspoken. He was such an activist. He had a strong interior and exterior, right? I couldn't see him letting a female like Jada control him like that to a point that he'd have to stay around. It would have been nice to see Pac still living. Him and Biggie for that matter. But it would have been good to see how Pac would have evolved over the years. And if him and Jada would have ever had a long-standing relationship, and if Will ever would have been in that motherfucker, you know, like they are now. But this is one of the most disappointing, you know what I'm saying, tutorials of how to stay your ass in a destructive matrimony. You know what I'm saying? This is all about ghost loving, because ghost loving come from you standing in a situation, being around each other, you know, allowing people to pretending to allow people to think that you all have something left. You're doing it for a better cause, but yet your family's fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fucked up. When you was at the war ceremony and the infamous incident with um when you slapped Chris Rock, like you and your wife wasn't sitting hand in hand. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like, like you and your wife wasn't sitting like this. Let me just give you a way far-fetched example. They wasn't sitting like this. I didn't see Jada with her legs, you know, over there on Will Smith just showing some love and affection. I mean, I know Floyd got many women. I'm just saying, like, I don't have no problem with this. I don't. My girl showing me affection in public. I don't have no problem. She's sexy as hell. Shit, I don't have no problem. But when it comes to the incident heard all around the world with him slapping Chris Rock, right? Just based off Jada over there looking like she's still in the Matrix. And she giving him this look like she was really that character. And she emoted Will to get off his ass and go over there and slap that nigga. You know what I'm saying? And that was just total disrespect. Not only coming from a black couple, right? But you had a black man walking up there on national TV slapping another black man. You know what I'm saying? And people really didn't understand why, except Chris Rock has made jokes about Jada for quite some time. And he did, talk about her hair and compare her to G.I. Jane. You know what I'm saying? That's what Chris Rock do. He's a comedian, just like Will Smith was a comedian or whatever. He was in the comedy. But how this shit went down with Jada over the years on how she played her movie roles. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Jada back in the day, I would have pulled up on Jada, no doubt. I would have pulled up on her. She was sexy as hell, petite. I mean, not really my type, but she had that sexy look about her. She had them eyes that you just had to make sure you knew that was Medusa. All I need to know is, okay, I know you sexy them eyes, but I can't stand long. I can't stay too long standing into those eyes. Because you stay too long, your ass gonna goddamn be standing there like a statue. That's what fellas don't know, man. It's some girls you can't look them in the eye all the time because they start to goddamn lock you in, and you go there more and more, and you find yourself doing shit that's outside your character. And that's what Jada Pinkett, them eyes, she told you she was Medusa for quite some time. She told you she was Medusa, point blank, period. Whether you paid attention to it, that was up to you. But goddamn it, I saw that shit from a distance. I said, Jada Pinkett, she ain't nothing to play with. She is nothing to play with. That lady is dangerous. When you get a divorce, when you feel that you need a divorce, get a freaking divorce, man. You can't stay in a toxic situation. I know it's easier for some dudes to say it that's been through a situation, because everybody look at a marriage and they say, well, what are my losses going to be? That's the first thing. What are my losses going to be comparable to my gains? And in Hollywood, depending on who's who, you have a joint account, what state you in, community property, and all the other shit. You gotta weigh your odds on what you stand to lose a game. But in this shit right here, it just seems like to them, they just made a pact with one another to just have other restrictions on their marriage. I mean, not other restrictions. What's the word I'm looking for? They pretty much, they provided options. You know what I'm saying? They allowed their marriage to be open. It was a lot of other things that was going on in their marriage, where Will was doing his thing and Jada was doing her thing. And I remember looking at a video when her August Alsina came out, and she was up there with her daughter though. And I was like, why would Jada be over there with Alsina and with her daughter, and she's married to Will? And that shit went viral, man. Everybody was talking about it. Why would you be going around with a nigga that you didn't know that turned out to be gay or something? I don't know. The industry is so fucked up. But it's just the fact she was out with the person. And then we see Will I can't tell you I was over there. I mean, I seen him over there with another female or two or three. But I seen him, stop off of this movie awards and some white dude tried to kiss him on the cheek or whatever, and he slapped him like he was in 6 degrees of separation all over again. You know what I'm saying? And the way he did it, with a bent wrist, he slapped him all life. And, a real nigga would have slapped the taste out that boy mouth. What takes you there? What did you think that was going to take you there to come up here and try to kiss me? You know what I'm saying? You must have had some type of understanding that that's what you got. That's the energy that you got from Will Smith. Real talk. That's just what I thought. Dude felt comfortable enough to try to play him like that. Here's Jada. Jada is now point in her life with everything that's done went on, because I didn't do this live just to go through a whole timeline. It's too much, bro. And plus, I really don't like a black couple like this that's giving off these type of destructive decisions when it comes to keeping black people together. Black people don't have to stay together in a relationship that's toxic. You know what I'm saying? It's non-beneficial to everybody that's included. We're talking about the kids. We're talking about friends, family. We're talking about everybody that contributes as a village. This is very, very destructive, man. And then, Jada, man, she's every bit of her mom. Every bit. Her mom was her mom wasn't even Rolling Stone, goddammit. Her mom was the burning bush. You know what I'm saying? She wasn't any burning bush. This burning bush right here, it had roses in that motherfucker. And the roses never even burned in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? The bush used to burn, but the roses never burned. That's them Jadas. Them Jadas, goddamn, are real lethal from the inside out. They look pretty. But on the inside, they'll tear you apart, man. And her mom, has been in red table talking all this shit. Her mom was on drugs and all that. And Jada has grown into a mold of what her mom was. It's just amazing. They both got the short hair. They both look like. Jada didn't used to look like her mom. It's almost like she transformed into the demon. It seemed like Jada transformed, dog. The Jada I see on this motherfucker right here, that's a sexy, wild ass female. You know what I'm saying? But now she look like she really is stuck in the Matrix. You know what I'm saying? It just looks like Will. When I see Will, he just always give me this right here. You know what I'm saying? He always give me that. I'm sad. I'm stuck. I still have to freaking sit up here and come up with an excuse. You know what I'm saying? Is why I'm still hanging on to Jada. She come out here and still talking about she in love with Pac, and that's the best man she ever had, and that's my soulmate and all that shit. I would have been like, say, bitch, go visit the nigga then. You got enough money, right? You have enough money to get your own place. Go get your own place, man. So you can go down there and visit him every day. Look, I'm not gonna hear nobody tell me, hey man, you got to be the bigger man. What's the bigger man? Man, every woman has feelings for another man other than yourself. That's just life, man. You have to grow up into this, man. It all involves into maturity. Everybody's different. It depends on what's your level of experience that you had growing up. But I wouldn't take it personal. The man ain't here to basically be in your way, man. You got to look at it like that. He's not here to be in your way. But people that'll talk to you like that don't understand that someone don't have to be physically there for you to look at every day to be in your way. You know what I'm saying? Our thought process when we plan out our day deals with what? Our psychological headquarters, our brain. You know what I'm saying? Neurologically, that's what guides us through our day. We pick and choose. We plan on where we want to go. And we think about things that basically sit with us as a priority and routine, right? This is exactly what it is in this marriage that Jada is now coming out with this documentary and books. You know what I'm saying? And she's telling you lies that Pac proposed to her. She's taking over what happened with another chick that Pac was involved with that he proposed to. I think her name was Keisha. You know what I'm saying? The timelines are off. You know what I'm saying? She's going up here just really emasculating the shit out of Will. She's just putting all this information out here about her and Tupac, dog. Her and Tupac, her and Tupac. Like her and Tupac. It just don't stop, man. To the bang bang boogity beat. And what you hear is, you know what I'm saying? Like this shit with Pac. If I was married, I would be so far away from Jada. You know what I'm saying? Jaden and Willow are old enough to handle shit. We still can communicate. But Will, you only got one life, bro. You got one motherfucking life, bro. And Jada's just going around here looking weird as fuck. I'm not gonna lie, man. Jada give me, the vibes where you look through her eyes and this what you see. You know what I'm saying? That's what I see. That might be a little harsh and real deep and dark. You know what I'm saying? But that's when you talk about the ominous side of it, the dark side. That's what I see when I look at Jada today. It's not the Stormy. It's not that innocent looking chick who was rolling with her friends and they wanted to go rob banks and shit like that. No. No, I don't get that. Even though Jada was doing dirt back then, she still looked sexy. She still gave me the femininity vibes. She just gave me a lot of what I look for. If I was out there and I seen Jada, I was like, okay. She never would have took a picture with me like that without knowing that was a chick. And you would never would have saw a nigga like me with my legs crossed, leaning into her, and she taking up the armrest. I would at least have my arm around the back of her, something. I say, hey, man, you better close those motherfucking close my goddamn portal. Close my motherfucking portal, cross your legs. What the fuck you doing? Nope. Will over there with his legs crossed. Freaking Jada up there with her shit wide open, all the way open. Like, yeah, look but don't touch, nigga. This cost. This come with a price tag. Look but don't touch. That's the kind of picture that I saw with Jada. Look but don't touch. She probably tell Will the same thing. She probably had that nigga, you got the money? But babe, we at home. You got the money, nigga. Here, dang, why do I have to pay you and you my wife? That's the way it is. You know the arrangement from the beginning. I told you Pac was the sole survivor. You know what I'm saying, in my life. That's where my heart is at. When he died, my heart died, nigga. You getting a little bit of the pulse that I still have to goddamn be with you. That's it. He got more than 3/4 of that motherfucker. And you living off just a quarter, just a small quarter of what I got left. And I'm gonna tell you, it ain't all got love and it's got some goddamn dark shit. You got some hate. You know what I'm saying? It got some sinister shit attached to it. Vindictiveness. Every bit of nefarious thoughts you want to even put out there to the people. That's me, goddammit. Malicious than a motherfucker. What's going on in the chat? What's good, man? Shout out to Bruce Gas Boxing Jazz some more. I see y'all in the chat, man. MD Mills on deck. Some people think dude is gay and she's just his beard. I don't think so, but that's the streets talking. Well, I've heard that a lot about Will and shout out to MD Mills on deck. Hey man, I'm gonna tell you I do. Because any man that has the rumors out there per se and have arranged marriages, been marriages, but now they have options. You know what I'm saying? They have changed it. They have conversion, so to speak. They may have gotten together in 97 of real good intentions. It might have been some love there, right? But over time, going in the industry, however they experienced some shit, they converted what they had in their marriage to make that shit open. You know what I'm saying? On a range, so to speak. This is what we're doing right now. We had a conversion. I think he is, the truth be told. I'm not trying to make it about if he's gay or not. I just think he is. I mean, he played 6 Degrees of Separation pretty damn good. He had that goofy gay look on his face. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I've been here before. What's going on, Blunts? How you feeling, bro? Come back. What's good? What's good? The gold is on deck. Salute to you, brother. Bruce Gas, Boxing Jazz. What's good with OG? How you feeling? I heard a lot of people say Tupac would have been an Oscar level winning actor if he didn't die, and that he would have transitioned to acting. I mean, he was already acting. I mean, Tupac, he was one of those guys that was going to be like a lot of legends in hip hop. Pop was already in acting. He was good at it. You know what I'm saying? He played Juice very well. Who else they could have got to play him, man? Huh? Come on. The first time you said that shit, I was tripping, right? And then now I think about it. You're right. I am crazy. And when I think it's time for me to go, you gonna go. That shit was, man, they couldn't pick nobody else but Pac. They couldn't pick nobody else but Pac, bro. Shout out to Tony Boswell. What's good with it, Tony? Much respect at WCS in the chat. Stopped in to show support. Working and listening. No doubt. Appreciate you, Tony, as always. My brother, hope all is well. That's a man spread. Yo, man. Just the way she got her hand, that is what you call, today they say she for the streets. You know what I'm saying? Females take pictures like that all day, every day this time. You know what I'm saying? They say she's for the streets. But with Jada is showing you she can show her femininity, but deep inside, she's a man. She acts and thinks like a fucking man. She has to be in control. It's a different type of dominance when it comes to women. Some women, they want to be dominant and they want to assume the role and the whole entire exterior of a man. Jada's not like that. The way Jada draws you in is very, very maniacal. She draws you in with the beauty. And once you get in, and now you start to experience the destruction because she can get you close enough to control and manipulate you. And, some people, they get in and no telling how freaky Jada is. She might have it. You know what I'm saying? She might have the roles. And goddamn it, every dude is different. Every dude is different. She may be able to do some things that we don't know, that we haven't seen. But I can tell you this. Some fellas can't pull away from that shit. Some people would rather have the woman and get those moments that she's willing to give him. They might be small windows, but some dudes are so subservient, or they're so much into compromising just to keep a beautiful face because they don't have the confidence to believe they can go out here and get somebody else like that person. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm talking about looks wise. You know what I'm saying? Freak wise. They may believe it's going to be hard. So they'll rather stay around and have somebody like that just for the little moment. And then before you know it, you don't put time and you got more acclimated. And you say, I'm comfortable with this shit. It ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. I remember I used to go over some cat's house, right? Because I never took my wife around other cats that I didn't know. And I'm just saying, I didn't know you like that. I never really showed up to your crib. Me and my wife together. But the ones who did, right? I used to see how they girl would be. Some of them, their girl would be trying to talk to them. Their wife would be trying to communicate with them in a way that it wasn't showing affection, but it was showing like he was in control. You know what I'm saying? Like, why are you talking to your man like that in front of me? You don't know me like that. You don't see me doing it to my girl, because I said, it's just certain things a woman won't do to you because what you do behind closed doors, never give them the idea that they can pull that shit on you when you outside them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? That's the way I look at it. I don't dominate you. You don't dominate me. You know what I'm saying? We represent one another. And that's how I always played this shit, But I went over so many black couples' homes where, I remember a boy, I'm not going to say his name, but his wife was a full-blown sister. Like, she was thick, nice looking, had short hair. Her fade was tighter than mine. but she had a sexy face. Like she was a sexy woman, but somehow her hair didn't grow and she kept a low cut. I mean, I'm talking about big titties, ass, full figured, and she was with a Marine who was soft than a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But when I used to I go over there sometimes because he rode bikes. The nigga wanted me to come over there and tell him about, what bike he should get and this like that. I was very hesitant because I seen them out in town before. And when you roll up on somebody and the nigga was standing right behind his wife, and I'm talking to him, and it's like I got to get past his wife conversation before I talk to that nigga. Like, but I was hesitant to go over there, and you just see these dominant roles play out in front of you. You know what I'm saying? You just see these dominant roles where the woman is just taking over, and they do certain things to establish that to another man that may come into their situation. And I don't know if this was the case with Will and Jada because she's small. That's why I say Jada's dangerous, bro. Jada's a small, petite, pack of dynamite, like a stick of dynamite. Like I would say she's worse than anything you compare to explosiveness. Like Jada is, I would consider dealing with something from the inside out. She's toxic. She's more of a virus. Jada can have an effect on you over a long period of time, and you may not be able to find that type of medication that you need to get off of it. And the shit that you're taking only temporarily relieves you from what you got right there next to you. So it only get worse when Jada comes in there and start giving you that scary, dangerous, dark side that she's capable of. She's a dangerous chick, bro. But when I see these niggas and their girl is dominating the scene, I always used to say to myself, and take heed to this, fellas, right? It don't just have to deal with military housing, but I always took heed to this when I was in military housing, right? If I knew a dude, the first thing I would do when they invite you over is to check how the vibe is between them and their girl. Most of the time in military housing, you got to be married to stay there. You just couldn't. Or if you was a single parent, you can have a girlfriend. But you didn't see too many males that were single parents. That was there taking care of their kid. And unless they was senior enlisted, I'll take that back. Senior enlisted, yeah, they did. But anyway, I'm talking to the ones that's coming up. And you check out the vibe, the respect level. You check out the barometer, a positive energy in their home. You will always find out this is real shit. If you know anything, if they have a pretty decent looking wife, but they out in them streets, you got to find out why, right? So you go in there. If they don't know you and you haven't been over there on a consistent basis, but they're comfortable with arguing in front of you, that's a situation that you never want to be in alone. And that means I had a friend who would try me. He would walk out. This is when motherfuckers ripped. And motherfuckers see me out on the main strip running. I used to go running goddamn 5, 8, 10 miles, depending on who it is, man. I used to come back that motherfucker, no shirt on, all that. Motherfuckers knew. And I remember a friend of mine said, "Hey, I'm gonna go up here to the store, man." Like, okay, if I came there to see you, you know what I'm saying? And we about to go work out, or we about to, go to the store, or whatever. Okay, if I came up there to see you, nigga, you ain't leaving the house with me. You ain't leaving me in the house with your girl to say you about to go get some gas. No, you're not doing that. And I remember one time when I think it was like the 4th time he tried to do that shit. I said, "Hey man, I'm not staying in the house with your girl alone, man. Y'all be in there arguing and shit like that. It seems like that you're trying to find some shit out. You're not going to use me as a dummy with your relationship. Your girl obviously runs shit. She got you up here wanting to go get gas and go get a loaf of bread before we do anything. And I'm supposed to sit here with me and her in the house. It ain't gonna fucking happen, bro." And we end up falling out over that because I'm like, I don't see why that's important. That you leave me in the house, nigga. You say, "Hey, ride with me." Okay, cool. I'm riding with you. If you say ride with me and I say, "Nah, I'll stay right here till you get back, man. I don't feel like it. I'm watching TV." Then that's when you should say, "Okay, fuck that nigga. Get out the house then." Dudes ain't like that, especially down. It's a lot of dudes down here in the A ain't like that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes don't have jobs down here, so they let this woman go around here and boss them around, taking care of kids that ain't theirs. But Will and Jada's on a whole nother level, bro. I hate how she keep on sitting up here and she want to come up with a documentary. And every time that I see her in an interview with these grown masculine men, right? She's sitting up there like she's one of the motherfuckers. She's sitting up there like she's on the set of Matrix. She's totally changed. Like it don't have nothing to do with alopecia, bro. You bald head, okay. But you coming out with all these Pac. You still riding off Pac while you married to a nigga, man. Who brings their daughter to the red table talk about all that shit when their minds are already fucked up from y'all? I just look at this shit as just incredibly insane, man. Like you're breaching barriers mentally that you don't plan on restoring, goddammit. That's Jada. You're peeling back layers that you don't plan on repairing. There's no restoration process on what Jada got going on. None. She keeps getting worse and worse and worse, bro. That shit is insane. I ain't gonna lie. It's funny you mentioned Menace to Society because Pac was supposed to be in the movie, but he declined because they wanted him to play in a sus scene that he didn't want to. That's what's up, man. That's what I say. Pac wouldn't have been no laboring type nigga, so submissive and passive ass dude when they know him to be. They know Pac from a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Hit him up. They know Pac from spitting on the motherfucking reporters. They know Pac from walking through at the Source Awards fighting and shit, man. They know Pac for what it is. You know what I'm saying? They know Pac for a lot of shit, but not to play no sus role just to cross over. Hell no. Hell no. I don't think I ever would have saw Pac in that shit. You know what I'm saying? I remember riding down the boulevard with Pac when I was going down to the strip where the streetwalkers were, man, on my way to the club. I took the long route. Nigga head was feeling right. Got some shit in my stomach. Just finished eating. I'm going to the club. It's supposed to be packed full of females. I'm like, man, goddamn Pac was jumping. I ain't gonna lie. Pac back then was jumping, no doubt about it. But I'm glad that he wasn't around Jada long enough for him to possibly get infected. Because I'm just saying, Jada, some dudes will look at her like Jada's just that chick. She's that bitch. Like she's that bitch. You're right, but bitches can kill a nigga. They can kill him mentally. Like I thought y'all want to be a power couple. Isn't that what they always talk about? A power couple? They want a motherfucker to be a power couple. How can you be a power couple and the energy is only coming from one side? It's like a female to male plug. And Jada's the male, goddammit. She's the one doing the sticking. Serious. She's the one injecting the power, goddammit. She wants to provide, but he's not someone who was wild. Yeah, I think at one point in time, Will was considered a solid dude. I really don't have no issues with Will except him slapping Chris Rock like that. Cause I would have had to handle that nigga right there on the spot. You think about your job, you think about everything else that goes along with it. But when somebody slaps you, I feel that, that's an initiation for you to respond. And you don't put a limit on my response. You don't put a limit on it. If you slap me and you initiate physical contact, you don't put a limit on how I engage you back. You don't put a limit on the shit. You don't put a limit on it. That's a process where you did before you complete the action. Before you initiate it, you should have said, okay, what is the repercussions? What is going to be the consequences? You know what I'm saying? You have to assess. You have to look at that person, observe, and give yourself a careful understanding. Like, if I commit this act of violence, how much act of violence is going to be back returned on me? Because sometimes when you goddamn hit somebody with hands, doesn't mean the act of violence is going to always come back with hands. It might be a plethora of things. Jada looked like Doja Cat. Even Mother, real talk. Man, I can't even look at Jada right now, bro. I'm not gonna lie. Every time I quick. I'm gonna show you what I'm talking about. If you're in the building, hit the like button. You already know, man. I got a dose. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MFing game. A-side, 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 A-side official. No negotiation needed. Period. Let's hold on for a second. Trying to find this one picture. Let me get the right picture. I want to get the right picture. I want to give you the ominous one herself. Where is she? Got so many. She got so many out here. I just don't want to give you a picture where she looked directly into the lens because you might fall victim. I'm not trying to set a trap for my goddamn chat now. I'm not trying to put y'all out there like that because it's getting close to the weekend. Y'all might goddamn get tunnel vision and say, shit, the last damn reflection that I seen, last picture I seen was goddamn Jada Pinkett looking at me through the lens. I'm stuck. I'm stuck right now. I can't get this shit out of my head. See, this right here is not so bad, but this is what I'm talking about when it comes to Jada, right? How lethal her stare is. She has them eyes, man. I don't know what's in between her legs. For real. I can only assume that it's some shit that's very potent, and Will Smith is unable to leave it alone. But see, Jada right here, those eyes that she has, all I want y'all to do is to envision that those are the eyes that we'll have to deal with on a regular basis. Okay, take the hair away and all that. He still got the eyes. All right, and whatever else she has going on from the neck below, that's her. I don't know if it's the pom pom. You know what I'm saying? The done. Pom pom 90. Hey, I don't know if it's that. I don't know, but them eyes right there is what Will sees when he leans in and kisses her. I don't know if they closed or open. I'm pretty sure if it's Jada, the eyes are open and she's got them sucking all the motherfucking life out of him for getting that close to her. I told you Medusa don't play. Jada doesn't turn her mate into stone all the way. She goddamn only turns a portion of Will and have him in there zone the fuck out. And then that stone starts to wear off. She's a different type of Medusa, y'all. This bitch is different. This bitch is different. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. She probably F Chris Rock on the low. She probably did because Chris Rock is coming out and saying Shaw News that they said he wanted the data. Jada's coming out talking about he wanted the data and stuff like that. And they're in the industry. If that was the case, good on Chris Rock. But I guarantee you wouldn't slap Pac like that. I guarantee you wouldn't slap Pac like that. If Pac was up there giving some motherfucking jokes about what him and Jada used to do back in the day, I bet you wouldn't put hands on Pac like that. You know what I'm saying? Will Smith got all the Philadelphia players looking crazy. Man, for real, right? For real. You ain't lying, man. Trash is trash. Let me tell you something, 305. Shout out to 305 Tyrese in the building, Mr. Pass on deck. Vegas on deck. I see y'all. Jamal Neezy in the building. What's good with it, Neezy? Look, let me tell you like this, 305. All trash ain't the same, bro. Look, I'm gonna tell you some shit, man. All trash ain't the same. It's the type of trash whether you want to keep that trash around and that trash is productive in your life and cause you a little stress, or you want to keep the trash that's in your life that cause you nothing but stress, and you constantly have to goddamn dump that shit out, dump some out, and you say, damn, why I keep on taking trash out and I ain't bringing trash in? It's because the trash you got in keeps on goddamn convoluting and contaminating everything. But you got trash that you can keep around that really isn't causing you any type of cleanup. They the type of trash that's doing little. You know they ain't the best, but they give you some type of damn enlightenment. For real. It's like they give you something. It's something you can attach to that trash. If we're talking about a female, it's some females that know how to that men would consider trash, but they have some high points. I'm serious. I don't know what the high points is. As a man, everybody's high point is different. That's why you see dudes out here marrying industry hoes, so to speak, because something that's trashy about them ignites an attraction within that man to stay with that trash, because the trash she is as a person is not trash that she's bringing into the household. The man has made a decision to deal with that trash. You know what I'm saying? So if it lowers his value or keeps him stable, he's willing to keep the trash around because it makes him happy in some type of way. As in having just trash around, doing trashy shit, bringing trash in the house. And it's hard for me to keep my life from being trash. That is the trash you need to dump out and take it to the recycle bin or whatever the case is and get it out your life. But every trash, man, ain't the same. There's some good trashy females out here, for real. If you got what it takes to deal with the part that makes you happy and she gives you that type of connection, cool. That may be fucked up to say, but I'm just telling you the real. I don't went to house parties and goddamn dealt with females that you consider trash. You know what I'm saying? And they was cool people. They was just trash female, like somebody that wasn't marriage material. And the crazy part about marriage material now, we don't even know what the fuck that means. Look at Jada and Will. How the fuck we know what trash mean? Some people say, oh, she's trash. But was she trash when they got married in 97? I don't know. I don't think so. I just think she always had that about her, that she grew into it. I really think that way. She grew into that damn ominous dark side. And, you know, Jada's way past trash now. Jada ain't no trash now. Jada's way more toxic and evil than trash. Trash has a low value when you come, you know, trash. When you say trash is low value. I know it's just a Sinadoche. I feel you on that. But Jada, in my opinion, she's too powerful. She's dangerous, man. Jada's a dangerous female. The way she be up there, goddamn looking at niggas, she's dangerous, bro. Jada be putting on Instagram lives trying to embarrass Will too. Yeah, man, she's an evil type person, bro. I come up around chicks and like Jada, can't wife a chick like that. Hey, I ain't mad at you, Vegas. Who am I to sit up here and tell you the wife a chick just because, you know, the saying comparison to a dude that never really had somebody like Jada around him. So he going basically off aesthetics and physical appearance. So that's his total attraction. You know what I'm saying? The totality of him being attracted to her is her looks. But yet when he get past the looks and the first honeymoon, the honeymoon wears off and she really start giving you little bits and pieces of who she truly is. You say, oh shit, you get a little fearful, but then the nigga make a decision. Man, I know she do some fuck, baby, why you gotta do that to me? I treat you nice. That's what the conversation gonna be. I treat you nice, baby. I treat you nice. Why do you do that to me? Why you treat me so bad? Why you do it? Why? That's the manipulation process. Phase 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It keeps going on and on. It's never gonna stop, bro. Numbers don't stop. She gonna keep on hitting you with it, get you acclimated, get you conditioned for that motherfucking pain, dog. But all you want to do is goddamn be affectionate to her, lay there. She ain't the affectionate type. She gonna be affectionate when she feel like being affectionate. Jada, her mind, she got a lot of demons in that motherfucker, bro. She got a lot of demons in that shit. She a foul demon man eater. Yes, sir. She don't care, bro. Think or stink, what's good? On deck with it. Will's crying ass face. I know, man. Will looking super, super marshmallowy. You know what I'm saying? He's hey, Niecy, he looking gooey out this motherfucker. Will's looking gooey next to a stick in a barn fire. They slid Will on the tip of that mug. Now, what were you saying again? Yeah. They out here goddamn roasting marshmallows on an open fire and shit. Will's looking gooey. Soft as hell. Will got no manhood left. His reputation is finished. I'm like, how can you go to the freaking Bad Boys, man? The classic shit. You know what I'm saying? How can you go to Mike Lowry? How can you be Mike Lowry, the player that have all the females over there, got the clean crib, you know, got the Ferrari? You know what I'm saying? Martin shot your shit up and you get it fixed, nigga. How can you go from that? How can you go from Independence Day to a nigga that's up here crying and just full of pain, a leaky faucet type of nigga? You know what I'm saying? God damn, dog. My heart don't go out to you, man, because you got more money than me. You did more than me in life when it comes to this movie shit, this Hollywood shit. But dude, at the front of it all, at the beginning, at the inception, you was a man first, nigga. You lost that. You choosing to act like Jada is the only woman. You was married before. Your first wife wasn't with Jada. Why you didn't stay with her? Jesus. I'm just saying, Shaw News, like his first wife wasn't like Jada, man. So why would you get with why would you drop a lady and then get with a nigga? That's exactly what he got with. This bitch vicious. She's vicious, man. I believe it. I believe it, man. I believe it. You know, I've been with a female that's into that witchcraft shit. And they do things they have rituals, man, that deals with a lot of sticks, water, a lot of effigies. You know what I'm saying? They believe, they have books they go off of. They always reading the Book of Dreams and all this other shit. They really try to put that shit into existence, man. For real, man. They be trying to put hex on motherfuckers, all that shit. Jameson, what's good? He said Jada Pinkett has gotten so bad, WCS had to cover it. No, man, I just feel that, you know, I can talk my shit on other topics than boxing. Boxing gets a little bit ennui for me. That's all. I can talk my shit on some other topics. You really at a point, if you just want to just focus on boxing and you running the channel by yourself, you know what I'm saying, it gets a bit lethargic. So it's good to talk about other topics, man. And I just been watching this topic for a minute. And let me change this picture because I don't want to have another nigga out there looking the way he is for a long time on my live. I don't know if it's worse that Jada continues to confess her love for other men or that Mike Lowry allows it. There you go, James. Good question. Good. I would say her confessing her love for another man that's passed away or Mike Lowry. Mike Lowry is a character. Jada's for real. Mike Lowry is a character. But Jada's for real. It takes a real person to play a character. You know what I'm saying? When that character is over, you go back to being the person who he is. Jada is in character and she's the person. And this ain't a movie set. This ain't a motherfucking movie set. This is real life. And she's letting you know it's real life and you can't do shit about it. Now I ain't gonna lie. You know, Stormy, she was a little sexy thing. This right here, this right here, her face is, her head has gotten taller. She has less hair. Them eyes, Them eyes are always beaming. You know what I'm saying? Got them beaming ass eyes looking at you. You know what I'm saying? Look at them eyes. Them eyes are just dangerous, dog. You know what I'm saying? He wanted you to slay his woman. you know, Jada definitely more masculine than Will, man, for real, dog. You know what I'm saying, Blunts? Come on, man. Who sits up here and say we're gonna take a picture like this and have our legs open like that, man? Like, come on, man. Him versus him. Who's in charge? You know, both of them wearing pants. God damn it, don't play. It ain't got shit to do with them pants no more. Both of them joints wearing pants. See, Jada, when females wear pants today, they always signify that, oh, it has something to do with being gay, or this is a message that I'm sending to others who may be gay and stuff like that. But when Jada wore them motherfucking pants, she wore them pants to let people know this is how I'm rocking. You know what I'm saying? I'm a badass bitch, and you're going to find out if you fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I can wear pants and still look sexy. You know what I'm saying? I mean, women can wear pants and still look good. Why not? Why not? I mean, I came up around where, you know, mostly women wore skirts and everything. I always thought sundresses, and some about them sundresses get you married, nigga. Goddamn, them women be looking good in sundresses now. It's something about them sundresses, the way they lay up on a woman. You know, shit. You know, women wore dresses when I was coming up. And also back then, you know, it was good. If you showed up and went to sports, you meet a woman right there, you know who she is. As a social media, you really don't know who they are. And then nobody's gonna not tell me that when it comes down to influence, you know, women being influenced, social media has a huge interaction in the way these women are being influenced. Real talk. It's bad. Look at Jada. Jada's just putting real information out there. I mean, not putting real information, putting her information out there about Pac. You know what I'm saying? He proposed to me. He's this. He was my soulmate. Well, a bitch told me that, you know, hey, so-and-so's my soulmate. Is the nigga living? Yeah. Why you ain't with him? We just had a problem. He ain't your soulmate. Then shut the fuck up. I used to do housing maintenance repairs for base housing. It was his deployed major's wife who tried to get me that pussy. I'm fixing the heater. She leaning over me, run her tits on my back. Damn, what's funny about that is I know, man, I know the dudes used to come over there and fix maintenance and shit. It was never women. You know what I'm saying? And they always had stories like, yeah, man, that's dangerous. Because the wild part about it is that the kids can be at school and the husband be deployed. So you come over there for maintenance, and man, they like, husband been gone for 3 months now. You know, some of them ain't trying to be a base hoe, because why? Your husband has to come back home. So if you was somewhere like Japan, or you can be on a base, you can be in the States. You know, word can get around, but I think it got around a little bit more in Japan because a lot of units were deployed at the same time, and that just left your family there with other military freaking veterans that wasn't deployed, and the clubs be stacked too. Not to get off topic, but yeah, man, I know what you're talking about, man. That's bad. Next call I got over there, I told my other homie to go. Yeah, because you would have lost your job for sure. Because the first thing she would have been doing is talking about, oh well, you know, when he was gone, you weren't saying all that, and you know what I'm saying, you want to act all different now. Hey, I'm telling you, shit is over, man. You know, it's done. We can't do this no more. Trying to get me fired. Jada is seriously moving like she wants a tragic ending with her marriage to Will. You know what I get with Jada Pinkett Smith? I get the McNair effect, the Steve McNair effect, y'all. I see Jada as that chick. Real talk. I see Jada as that chick. But see, the one thing that differs from that whole incident with Steve McNair, his girlfriend, that ended up killing him and then killing herself, is that Jada, she would pretty much take it the wheel, in my opinion. And but when they come and do all the freaking, you know, research, you're gonna find Jada in there. You know what I'm saying? With she has a pulse. You see, Jada's the type of person that will say she was defending herself, and she would set the scene real nice, real nice. You know what I'm saying? She would first she would have Will in a situation where they was in some very physical, kinky type sex type of shit. And being that she's light skinned, she probably would have had Will goddamn, choke her and do all that shit, beat up, and Will probably say, okay, this is what we do all the time. But see, this time Jada was on some different shit. She wanted to goddamn put a conclusion to this because she was tired of it. And she'll have Will beat her up and all that and do all that kinky shit that she might be doing. And then all of a sudden, pow, pow. I was defending my life. He was beating me up. I don't know what it was. We have an open marriage. That wasn't enough. Yeah. She'll set your ass up. Real talk. Jada's smooth like that, man. Jada's smooth like that. She'll be up there looking all messed up and fucked up, hair all fucked up, bruises all over her face. Man, I'm telling you, man, she'll set him up real nice. Man used to challenge men to death or a slap. Yeah, man. What you talking about, Neezy? You know what I'm saying? Dudes get their hands broken, man. They get their hands fucking broken, man. Depends on who you're dealing with. When I was in Japan, I seen the Yakuzas come out on this Japanese police, JP. And he had pulled over this Japanese and the dude in the car was arguing. He had like Mercedes or whatever. And the police was arguing with the dude in the car. And the dude in the car was getting physical, like kept pushing the dude and stuff like that. And the clubs are right around that area. Those of you that was on there off Gate 2 Street, it used to be popping back in the day. Real talk. Whew, some crazy nights. But it's these dudes got off around the car. They had on suits, man. Like 4 or 5 niggas walked around there. And they got them put hands on that JP. They put hands on. They was slapping the shit out of him and all that, man. Had him pressed up against the car and then told him, get out of here. They was telling Japan, but they pointed to the car. The JP got in the car and drove the fuck off, man. You know what I'm saying? You ain't gonna goddamn be slapping motherfuckers around, man. It's according to where you at, man. You slap a Japanese, you almost guarantee you better not come around there anymore. Because they recognize your face and they're gonna be ready. Especially with vets, man. Jada's real life poison and foul. Chicks like Jada don't respect nice guys. Don't matter how much money you got. So we can assume that Will Smith is a nice guy. I mean, yeah, we can assume that. But also it seems like him being a nice guy, he was sucked into the industry too to change levels in his career, what it seems. And then Jaden went through a time period where Jaden was saying he wanted to be non-binary. When he turned 18, he was going to be castrated or whatever shit he was going through. And Willow was going through her shit. Oh my God, that family was everywhere. The only one that seems like they had a sound mind was the oldest one. That was from the first wife. He seemed like he only dropped in and looked in. Anybody home? Oh, they are? Hey, I was just dropping by. Yeah, Dad. Hey, I'll get back with you later. I was just saying hi. Yeah, okay. He stayed far away. He didn't even come up the driveway. He was just talking to the Ring doorbell. Yeah, I'm good. Yeah. Hey, I hear you. But I gotta go on the run, man. Got a busy schedule. Got things to do. I get back with you, pops. He didn't want to go in that motherfucker because he know Tom Jada come out the back room. The goddamn mood change. She come out that bitch. Hey, I see you came in this time, huh? What took you so long? Hey, come on over here. Let me pour you something to drink. No, I'm good, Jada. Come over here. Why I gotta ask twice? You know I don't like. Will, can you get your son to come over here? I just want to pour him a glass of juice. He's basically denying or rejecting my request. I have so much respect for your oldest son there, Will. He's really trying my motherfucking patience, nigga. I have to ask this nigga twice, God damn it. Oh, my fault. My fault. Are you gonna come on? Hey, Dad, I'm out. This bitch is crazy. This bitch is crazy about that. Hey, shout out to Carlos Rosado in the building. What's good with it, Carlos? Poison and foul, man. Shout out to Pop James on deck. He just got to play this out to late now. Got to roll with the punches and take it on the chin. Excuse me, Pop? He just got to play this out too late now. It's never too late if you're living. It's never too late. Will is in his 50s, right? How's that too late? 1 minute more in your life is freedom. If you separate yourself from something that's causing you to act like you experiencing death all day, you know what I'm saying? I don't know their lifestyle, but play this out. It ain't no playing this out. The older we get, the more stubborn we are. How are you playing some shit out, bro? That's why a lot of kids are fucked up, because people stay in arrangements. You know what I'm saying? They have an arrangement. They have an agreement, so to speak. The agreement is we're going to stay in this arrangement for the kids. But yet, every time we break out into an argument, we just going to tell the kid, no, that ain't going to work, because you're not staying in a house that's big enough for them kids not to hear what's going on. Believe me. I listen to my parents argue a lot. And I didn't know what would cause that stress until I started raising kids of my own. I say, Pops had 5 of us. God damn. And I don't even know how much money he was making to feed all of us. But we was in a small ass house. He leaving at 3:30 in the morning to go to work and come back around 5 o'clock. I'm like, okay, I understand, God damn it. You come through the door, you paying the bills, you want food to be cooked. One thing about it, Mom cooked that food and Dad got first dibs, God damn it. Dare you. Shit, Mom did her thing. I ain't gonna lie, but damn, they used to argue a lot though. Relationships is not easy. WCS, respectfully, it was good with it. Salute to you, Lee. It was entanglement. Yeah, that's what she said. It was entanglement, Carlos. You know what I'm saying? It was an entanglement. She made that word famous. She was entangled with a dude that was messing with dudes. I got it. I guess she couldn't tell that, being that she was with Will all that time. I guess that's something that conditioned her and caught her off guard too. She went into the relationship thinking, oh, I already know a nigga like this. I know he got some other shit going on. All right, let me still stick with it. Come to find out that dude like dudes too. Ugh. Damn. Yuck. I blame Tupac. Because I blame Tupac. Shaming needs to come back to our community. At this point, I don't feel bad for Will. I never asked anybody to feel bad for Will because he has the option. But let me tell you this. Sometimes people stay in marriage and relationships for reasons, man. Like, perfect example, you know, my a friend of mine told me about this guy. This true story. Happened like 4 years ago, bro. This man had a wife and you know, she was a pretty nice looking woman. You know, they had pretty good combined incomes going on, had a kid together. He was pretty good age or whatever. And you know, he kind of like got the idea that she might be stepping out, as we call it, all, you know, these old folks, man. You know what I'm saying? The OJ, I think she's stepping out on me, man. I think she's stepping out on me. Well, she was stepping out on him, right? So he somehow found out where she was, and come to find out that he walked up to the door, and the dude opened the door, and he didn't see his girl, but he knew he had been staking out the place. That's where she was. You know what I'm saying? Plus the car was out there, right? And I guess she never would have thought that he would find that location. But he started beating the brakes off old dude. It's a difference. He opened the door and you cussing him out. He stepped outside. Cool. But the dude came in there with every bit of intentions to retrieve his chick. And he started beating the brakes off the dude, went into the house, beating the dude up with the door open in his freaking living room, pulled out his gun, went looking for his girl. She's in the bathroom, butt ass naked. He told her, oh, you over here cheating on me, this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? He thought about doing it. He changed his mind, which is better for him. You know what I'm saying? Went in there, beat the dude up some more, did him real dirty, and left the house. Of course, he was arrested. He had to go to court, and he ended up serving 5 years. He got 5 years or something like that. Yeah, 5 years. This is just an average dude, a vet, no record, no record. He ended up goddamn going, um, getting 5 years, and then when he got out, him and the chick that he went 5 years for, they stayed together for a little bit because the crazy part about it, she was at one point in time looking over his shit. You know what I'm saying? She was looking over his belongings or whatever, his possessions. She was watching over because she felt guilty and shit like that. And that didn't last long, and then they ended up splitting up. But I don't know, man. You can't hang around in a relationship. You run into a situation like that, man. I'm pretty sure he had other signs before that. He had thought this out, that his girl was out there spending too much time in the streets, and it happened. But with Will, them shit, I think Will, the arrangement that they have, Will probably just brought people over to the freaking house. You know, I'm pretty sure they got a pretty big house. I'm pretty sure Jada was on the west wing, and goddamn Will was on the east wing. Goddamn it. What's going on, Ball Out Mixtape? Jada always loved Tupac over Will, man. Y'all funny as shit. People cause about, man, she always loved Tupac over Will, nigga. She got down, even when she was on top of him, she said, Pac, Pac, Tupac. You know, he went from Tupac to Pac. You know what I'm saying? He went from Tupac to Pac. Pac. Damn, man. Y'all just keep rubbing it in the motherfucking face, man. That is true, especially Jada and Will aren't in a normal type relationship. They ain't, man. Especially if you up here doing some dumb shit, you know, entanglement with a nigga that like niggas. That's fucked up. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? It's fucked up. Look at those two pictures of her Menace to Society and her and Set It Off. Come on, man. That was a telltale sign right there. Those two pictures. Look at that shit. Look at the grin. Look at the smile. Come on. And look at the one in the middle. Look how she's looking at you, man. She's saying, I'm every bit of those two characters in real life. I am. That's who it is. Look, her man was locked up, bro. In Menace to Society. Her man was locked up. And she went up there with her new man, Kane. And Kane had to face a nigga that he knew that was fucking Jada before he got locked up. And he know Kane is goddamn fucking this girl now. And Kane up there, man, I looked at you as a father, man. Nah, nigga, you was up there shedding tears because you was hoping that nigga never get out because he was gonna kill you. That's what that was. Jada knew that shit too. That's why she was trying to get you. Hey, man, we need to move to the A. Because I don't want to be around when that nigga come up here. We ain't gonna never have no peace, man. That nigga in jail for a reason. You know, he was around this kid too. I'm telling you, bro, this is brutal. You know what I'm saying? This is, I don't like really dogging out, you know, marriages like this, because marriages is hard. It is, man. It's tough, man. Kids get influenced. You know what I'm saying? Their thought process becomes very contaminated, poisoned. You know what I'm saying? They pick up, bad habits that if they continue to be around this situation, they keep on getting worse and worse and worse. And they find out how to build layers and layers and layers to that toxicity. And then they begin to know how to use that toxicity to their advantage and disadvantage. It's just fucked up. I'm not gonna lie, it's fucked up because some people choose it's better to stay in a relationship. Now, if you stay in a relationship and it's just not causing you negativity, it's not disrupting your home, but yet you're still able to flourish and thrive in life in a positive manner, and the kids are doing well, cool. We straight. You know what I'm saying? We straight. No doubt. We straight on some shit. If you want to work shit out, get some bills paid and all that, Nobody's in a rush, fine. But when you get up in age, shit get different, depending on what state you in. You know what I'm saying? You live with somebody long enough, it consider common law and all this other shit. There's a whole lot of laws that come into place. And believe me, never take it for granted that a woman don't know that shit. If a woman is receiving mail at your house, point blank, period. When you go to court and you think it's going to be a split, no, she receiving mail at the crib. Now, she can receive mail. It's two things that's going to get you out of it. All right. If you're in a situation where you choose to be that dude to move in there when your girl's name is on that lease, then you can leave when the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? Because most of the time, a dude ain't going to try to go to court unless this girl making a crazy amount of money and hit her up for freaking support for no child, especially if you was the one that was, living and her name is on the lease. She's paying utilities and all that, and you was getting the lesser end on the stick. But two, if your name is on the lease and you got a girl staying there, don't put her name on shit. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that that's not going to be long term, it's totally up to you, because you can't tell a man what to do with his girl at the end of the day. That's who he lay with, and that's who he going to make a decision to stay with. Maturity comes through with experience. Somebody can tell you about situations all day in life. If you never really walked through that and experienced that, even when it comes to a relationship, you don't know how they got to this point. You don't know how Jada and Will got to this point. Like it's relationships is way more fucked up than Jada. That requires niggas being put in jail, niggas being arrears in their damn child support. You know what I'm saying? Females that'll tell these dudes, "Oh, I love you. You just got to be more of a man. I love you. You got to stand up and be more stronger. Maybe you get out in the next 5 years. We can try this again. But in the meanwhile, I'm about to go out with my girlfriends. I'll see you later. Peace." Come on, you can't make this shit up, bro. Relationships are tough. You got some of these women that scorn, they damage, and they continue to remind you that they damage. They continue to remind you that they damage, bro. And every time they remind you, it's only gonna peel back old wounds that you thought were healed already, and they may be healed. But when somebody start goddamn going back to that moment, shit never stops. That's what Jada keeps doing. Jada keep going back to the Pac. He was my soulmate. He was my soulmate. I loved him so much. Pac proposed to me while he was locked up. Pac did this, Pac did that. I'm like, God damn. Jada, you motherfucking relentless. God damn, you are. You are relentless, woman. You are motherfucking relentless, dog. Jada gives you the term can't stop, won't stop. That's Jada Pinkett. Can't stop, won't stop, nigga. That is Jada Pinkett right there. Can't stop, won't stop. If Will was to hit me up in the DM and say, video chat me, "Hey man, I seen that live that you did. And man, I just think you should chill on talking about my wife." I say, "Oh, shit. I didn't even think you would hit me up, first of all, Will. But since you did, you more mad at me for talking shit about your wife while she living, or her talking shit about her soulmate and he ain't living, nigga? Pay more attention to shit that matter, goddammit, because I ain't it. You should go over to Pac's grave and have a one-on-one conversation. It's going to be a monologue too, because you ain't going to be able to hear shit he's saying. But you need to find out where Pac is buried. You need to have a coming to Pac moment. You know what I'm saying? That Will, you need to have a coming to Pac moment. Say, man, all my wife do is talk about you, dog. Just give me a sign on what you did. What did you do? Did she do the thing where she swing around? She's in the swing and she wants you to pull up in the front and slap her with an elbow and shit. I mean, what drew her into you for that love, dog? You know what she do, dog? And she every time she's in the interview talking about you. I need to know what happened, so maybe I can goddamn hear her talking about me and forget about you, nigga. You ain't coming back. Tell me, man. Tell me. I need a sign. You know what I'm saying? Lord, give me a sign. That's what Will Smith need to do, man. He need to go down there and have a coming to Pac moment and say, hey, man, brother to brother, bro, I've heard enough of your name in my household. And though you're not the one physically spreading this, I have to go to the source and let you know that Jada is talking about you so much, man. I just wish you was alive so we can kind of talk this off as men, because this shit is just hurting so bad, man. I want to be you right now, nigga. I mean, I can rap, but summertime over. You know what I'm saying? Pop, summertime over, man. That was my best song, man. I hate y'all. Oh my God. You took the sun away from me, Pot. You took I used to bump that song so much. I say, yeah, niggas love my summertime jam. But then I hear in the background, hit them up. First off, fuck your bitch in the clique you claim. I say, is he talking about Biggie? Is he talking about us? He talking about Jada? I mean, what are we talking about? I'm just saying now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Will, I know it's tough, bro. That's all I'm saying. I'm not gonna go in detail, man. I'm not gonna go in detail, bro. Only person that played her right, Wax right, then Stoney was in bond, so he hit paid and left. Only person that played her right was Nate when Stoney was on in the bond, so he hit paid and left. Yeah, he did. You know, Tay Diggs. Well, no, that wasn't Tay Diggs. That was I forgot the actor's name. I'll salute to everybody in the chat. I'm working, so I ain't say what's up, but salute to y'all fellas. Salute to you, Blunts. Enjoy your day, bro. Go make that bag, man. Nisha said Tupac destroyed the back of Jada's throat. Now she can't find no man to live up to what he did. I just want my turn. That's all. Man, that's savage right there, bro. But you might be on to something, dog. I don't know if it was the throat or not, man. It could have been. She has a long neck. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. I just think it's other things that took place below the waist, below the neck, so to speak, but mostly below the waist. I just think it's a lot that goes on with her, from the way she thinks as a woman, her tribulations that she haven't been able to get rid of, how tormented, how dark she is, man. You know, this woman is not in the type of darkness that it seems like is breaking her down. It's almost like she's thriving off that shit. You know, like you always see people talking about sacrifices and how they sipping on blood and shit. It just seems like she relishes in the moment of ominous. You know what I'm saying? That ominous state of mind. That's Jada. It seemed like she loved being a night walker. You know what I'm saying? Internally. She looks vibrant on the outside, but inside she's dark as fuck. Will knows this shit. It's something else is going on with Will, man. To be able to walk around in his house and still deal with this. It's crazy. The way she looks now, shit. Let me see. I'm trying to find a newer picture. Not one of these wholesome pictures. I want to find one of the newer pictures. The one that's a bit scary. The one that'll make you say, nah, and make you say, nah. I was running down the street and then I tried to get away and went back. And I'm here today. This right here is another one, yo. This right here is another one. Look at Jada. Look how Jada always standing to the camera, y'all. Don't look too long now. Especially you with your girl, you might turn to stone. I'm telling you. This right here. Look at that, bro. Them eyes, man. I can't look. Those eyes. She got some eyeliner on and everything. She ain't wide up. This right here. Them eyes are very wide. Wider than usual, bro. Look how she's looking in the camera. If you stand in it long enough, I'm telling you, you're gonna have a bad day, bro. You're gonna have a bad day. Seriously, you're gonna have a bad freaking day. I'm telling you, a bad day. Let's get back to this. Hey fellas, I gotta call the wrap on this. I can't stand too long talking about Jada. You know what I'm saying? She's carried a different type of light around her, bro. She carried a different type of light around her. Be careful. You know, Will, I might have to revisit this a little bit later, but you be careful, my dog. You know what I'm saying? Jada, hey, I ain't got nothing to say to you, chick. Y'all hold it down. Shout out to the hottest chat in the MF and gang. Salute to y'all for pulling up as always, man. I don't have to tell y'all what to do. If you rock with the channel, you know what it is. You feel me? Y'all hold this shit down, man. Peace. I'm out.
Left jab, uppercut, leave you laid out on the floor. Try to duck and roll, hit and miss, now you counting stars. Should've practiced more, should've hit the mask, get out there more. Claim that you're the best, you gotta show me, son. Actions over words, baby boy, is you real or what? Talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports, talking way too much, world come. Back sports,
Hey, what you got to say there, Jeff? Yeah, man. Much love, Black. Hey, Deontay, what you got to say? What you got to say? To this day! To this day! To this day!